everyone, welcome to your weekly forecast for September 19th, Monday, through September 25th, Sunday. So, a special thank you to my subscribers for your continued support, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. But I would just like to thank you all for your continued support by liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos, okay? I also have a new report that's available down in the description box below, a monthly love and money report. It's points out your lucky days for those two things, okay? You can order it through the Ask Me a Question link below. Ask Me a Question is also for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart. But for those of you who are interested in my other services that I offer, there's a link there to my website also. So there are only a few major aspects this week, okay? On Monday, September 19th, the Sun in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. On Tuesday, September 20th, Venus in Virgo trines Uranus in Taurus. On Friday, September 23rd, the Sun moves into Libra, and as soon as it does, it conjuncts Mercury in Libra, which is retrograde still, and it actually falls back into Virgo also on this day, Mercury, okay? And on Saturday, September 24th, Venus in Virgo opposes Neptune in Pisces. So, and now for your forecast. Hi, Aquarius. On Monday, September 19th, the Sun in Virgo in your, excuse me, your 8th house trines Pluto transiting in your 12th house of Capricorn. So, the next day though, too, also, okay, Venus in Virgo in your 8th house trines Uranus transiting in your 4th house of Taurus, okay? So, okay, we've got your 12th house, where you have Capricorn and Pluto transiting. 12th house of secrets and behind the scenes actions by you or someone else. 8th house, where you have Virgo, and you have the Sun and Venus here right now, is money coming to you through means other than earning it. Also, resources of some kind, okay? This is... you know, this is also shared property, but this is the house of legacies and inheritances also. And like I said, money and other things, okay? So your 4th house, where you have Taurus and Uranus transiting right now, is your house of foundation. It's your childhood, your background, it's your family. It's where you actually physically live, your home, okay, your physical dwelling. So I would have to say that, you know, this is the time that you're inheriting something, possibly. Something in your family or something to do with your childhood. Could be a relative, you know, doesn't have to be, though, but they could be wanting to leave you something or have left you something. Or you are on the receiving end of something, maybe that's been in the family for a while, that is, you know, kind of priceless or whatever. But you're not telling anyone about it. You're probably told not to say anything about it because it is a bit of a secret. Or some of your other relatives would be really upset by the fact that you were on the receiving end of this very thing, okay? Because they want it too, or they think that they should have it, or whatever, you know. And also at this time, though, too, you could be, 12th house is the house of confinement and prisons of some kind or other. It's also the house of charity. And, you know, Pluto's been here for years. It's getting ready to move into your 1st house, and you could probably already feel it coming anyway, okay? So, you know, all these years you may have been helping someone. It could be a relative who is confined to their home or a nursing home or something like that. You could have also been in touch with and helping someone who is actually in a prison. serving their time, you know, and you're helping them on the outside, even if it's just communicating with them. Anyway, this person could put you in charge of their estate, you know, or to oversee whatever it is that they have. Okay, so you could be responsible in a way, and this also comes to mind with Pluto entering your sign, a responsible for someone else. Okay, I'll get to, I'm doing a separate thing on Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, so you'll be affected, of course, more than everyone else because it's going into your sign. But anyways, it puts you in a position of power. A lot of times when Pluto is in the 12th house, you are the last word, and people don't know that. Okay, it's not that it's a secret. They may think that you don't have that kind of clout or that kind of pull, and you actually do. So there could even be something going on within your family that comes down to your decision, but people, you know, your relatives just can't believe it, you know. Whatever. Anyways, enjoy it. Okay. On Friday, September 23rd, the Sun in Libra conjuncts Mercury in Libra in your 9th house. Okay, so Mercury is retrograde. And it does fall back into Virgo, actually, on this date. But the 9th house is, among many other things, legal matters. Okay? Communications. Long distance travel and communications. I would have to say that at this time, because your 9th house is directly across from your 3rd house where you have Jupiter in Aries. Okay, these are the communication and travel houses, and I would have to say that maybe you are on the receiving end of communication that maybe didn't get through before, or is finalized. You know, maybe you had information that you received possibly in the mail, good news of some kind, and they were going to let you know, when everything is like all completely done or whatever. And this could be that time when you receive that kind of communication. Could be a phone call, could be regular postal mail or email. Or somebody could just like text message you or something or other. So leave you a message, something that I believe is very good news. Okay. On Saturday, September 24th, Venus in Virgo in your 8th house opposes Neptune, transiting in your 2nd house of Pisces. Okay. So again, we're back to the money houses, and 2nd house is your earned income, how you earn your money. Venus is other people's resources and money, okay? So, you know, Venus here in your 8th house does attract these very things to you, okay? So, you know, even if you don't get the big, you know, inheritance thing on these other days, I think that you're going to either spend money on yourself, or someone is going to buy something for you, give you some kind of small gift. You know, could be like a piece of jewelry or something or other, but I believe it's something nice and personal. Okay. Let's see here for Virgo. On Monday, September 19th, the Sun in your 1st house in Virgo trines Pluto transiting in Capricorn in your 5th house of fun and romance. Okay, creativity. Amusements, entertainment of any kind, but this is gambling and stuff like that. So this is a nice day to, because the very next day, on Tuesday, September 20th, Venus in your 1st house in Virgo, okay, trines Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house. So, you know, who knows? Maybe you have someone coming to visit you from who lives at a distance. You could be doing something that for fun, that is kind of educational. It could be a little bit of an adventure, though. The 9th house is, you know, higher learning, but it's also travel, foreign anything. So you may be actually doing something or even going somewhere, just maybe like a short little trip, to explore or do something that you've never done before that you've always wanted to do. So either way, it'll be fun and interesting. Okay. On Friday, September 23rd, I do want to say that, let me go back to that, okay? You could have someone, if you do have some kind of long distance relationship going on with someone, doesn't always have to be romantic, they could show up at this time though too, okay? Travel to you. So on Friday, September 23rd, the Sun conjuncts Mercury in Libra in your second house, okay? And Mercury is retrograde. Second house is earned income, money coming from work or whatever it is that you do. Even if you're retired, you do have some kind of income coming in. Because it's retrograde, I would have to say that this is money that was owed to you, suddenly showing up, or maybe you're even learning, you know, that you were supposed to have received this or that. Could be some kind of one of those check is in the mail kind of things, and it really is, okay? Or it is the beginning of some kind of like good investment that you make. It's make it in a timely manner, kind of, you know. It could even be something that you made long time ago that just decides to pay off suddenly. You know, you could have even completely forgot about it, but that's what these conjunctions do sometimes, is bring a little bit of power to that area that's been stagnant, you know. So you could also be negotiating some kind of like new salary for yourself, or perks of some kind, or you know, you've got Mars in Gemini in your 10th house, and it's making a trine to your second house of Libra. These are air signs, right? So, and it's also trining Saturn in your 6th house of the kind of work that you do. So I'd have to say that you could be in talks with someone right now, and you're very competitive at this time. With Mars in your 10th house, you feel very confident, and you should. So that's good. So that's kind of showing up there, and I think that's probably what they're taking into consideration, is the fact that you are very confident about your abilities. So that's good. On Saturday, September 24th, Venus in your 1st house in Virgo opposes Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, so this really isn't too bad. Your 7th house is your partnerships and close relationships, romantic, business, or close friend. So I would have to say that you're going to let one of these people in your life get the upper hand, or give them their own way, more or less, okay? Even though you've got Venus in your 1st house, you're letting them slide on, and it could be something really small, such as plans that you may have with them, or doing something or not having to do something. Venus in opposition usually shies away from having to do anything too strenuous, you know, but even like shying away from conversations that are too serious. So you're not in a mood to discuss anything very serious at this time. So for Capricorn, on Monday, September 19th, the Sun in Virgo in your 9th house trines Pluto, transiting in your 1st house of Capricorn. And on the next day, okay, Venus in Virgo in your 9th house trines Uranus, transiting in Taurus in your 5th house. So we've got your 1st, 9th, and 5th house going on here with these really nice trines. Okay, your 5th house obviously is the house of fun. Okay, having the planet Uranus here means that your idea of fun could have changed, like drastically even. Stuff that you're interested in now, music, film, all that, you know, it could be really different than what you're used to. Also hanging out with a little bit of a different crowd, okay? So with planets in your 9th house, though, of long-distance travel and communication, foreign anything, people from another country, people from a completely different background than yours, you could have a more contact with someone like that at this time. Someone could actually be coming to visit you, though, also, or you're going to visit them, or you're going to attend something that's fun, Okay, but it could also be like a little bit educational at the same time. You could even be meeting someone for the first time. This could be like a pen pal, if there is still such a thing these days. Someone that you communicate with, you know, but you've never met in person. So this may be one of those times that they're either traveling to see you or you're traveling to see them. It could be anything. If it's creative, you know, you are discussing things like, you know, copyrights and who has the rights to publishing and whatever, you know, if you've collaborated with someone on something, and if you have created something even on your own, like some kind of, I would have to say even online magazine or newspaper, this might be when it really gets off the ground, you know, gets published. Okay, on Friday, September 23rd, the Sun in Libra conjuncts Mercury in Libra in your 10th house of your career and your public life. Okay, this is how people view and speak about you publicly. So anything that you're doing right now is getting attention, especially when the Sun moves here, right? Having Mercury here, and Mercury is retrograde, means that possibly if you are a celebrity type person and you did any kind of interview or anything previous to when planets were like in Virgo in your 9th house, they're being aired now. It's being published. It's being presented to the public. It may have already. This could be something from your past that you've said or done, you know, some kind of something that possibly you've written or performed or something like that. And it could be in the public eye again. Okay, so past work, more or less. Past work that you've done, no matter what it is, could be like right out there again, for people to see. Okay. On Saturday, September 24th, Venus in Virgo in your 9th house opposes Neptune, transiting in your 3rd house of Pisces. And this really isn't a bad transit at all. You know, 9th house is also your philosophy on life, your opinions, political, religious, spiritual beliefs, stuff like that. You could be really letting somebody slide, you know, especially like 3rd house where you have Neptune as your neighbors, your siblings, cousins, stuff like that, people that you see throughout the normal course of your day. You could be letting them slide on something that you know they're very foolish about as far as their opinion goes, or you totally do not see eye to eye on where they're coming from on anything, but on this day you're just not in the mood to deal with it. So you let them go, and they just, I guess, either think that they're right or they're correct, or that you agree with them. Okay. So for Libra, on Monday, September 19th, the Sun in Virgo in your 12th house trines Pluto, transiting in your 4th house of Capricorn. So having planets in your 12th house of secrets, confidences, actions taken by you or someone else behind the scenes, this is like your downtime. This is when you like work in solitude, or just, I don't know, enjoy or relax before planets move into your 1st house and you're like burst on the scene again. So there could be something, you know, going on, maybe that you're planning for your family. 4th house where you have Capricorn and Pluto transiting is your family and your home life and the people that you actually live with and the very place where you live. So maybe you are making some changes there, even for the better. The next day, okay, on Tuesday, September 20th, Venus in Virgo in your 12th house trines Uranus, transiting in your 8th house of Taurus. So there could be something going on here with, you know, money. Okay, 8th house, where you have Taurus and the planet Uranus, right, is the house of passive money. Money coming to you through means other than earning it, and this is by inheriting it, winning it, a prize money of some kind. It could be a settlement, legal or insurance payout, anything, but it's also other people's resources, not just money, not just their money. Okay, it could be anything. So you could be getting some secret help behind the scenes in regard to like your home life, your personal life, your 4th house, okay? Having Venus in your 12th house means, could possibly mean that you have a secret admirer, or you are the secret admirer. You could be having some kind of maybe secret love relationship that you're not ready to spring on anyone just yet, but you will when planets move into your 1st house, more or less, when planets move into Libra. Okay, so but for now, you've got help going on here from someone else. They're either giving you stuff like furniture or things that you may need for your home. They're helping you in some way with your home or your personal life or where it is that you live. Okay. On Friday, September 23rd, the Sun in Libra conjuncts Mercury in Libra in your 1st house. And Mercury is retrograde in your 1st house on this day, and it later moves back into Virgo on the very same day. So it does this one conjunction, then zips back into your 12th house of Virgo. So something going on here. Someone's either getting back to you or you are getting back to someone else on previous conversation or something that could be pretty important to you that you need to know about. I'd have to say that you're more than likely the one initiating the conversation. It's pretty close. There's a new moon on the 25th here, and it's pretty much already in effect by the 23rd, a few days before and after. So I'd have to say that, you may be contacting someone about something that you feel is really important. You could be changing your mind about something, whatever, but it's a communication that that I like I said, I believe that you're going to be doing. Okay, you could be on the receiving end of something or other, but I'm pretty sure that you're the one initiating the communication. Okay, on Saturday, September 24th, Venus in Virgo in your 12th house opposes Neptune transiting in your 6th house of Pisces. So not a bad thing at all. Your 6th house is the workplace, your co-workers, the kind of work that you do. It's also your house of health, your house of service. Having Neptune here, there could be something that's going on with your health that's always hard to pin down. Neptune kind of makes everything foggy here, so if you've been to a bunch of doctors and nobody could actually really diagnose you, because there's a full moon, there was a full moon here on the 10th, so this could be, finally, clearing up or something. You're getting some kind of help possibly, okay? But you could just, make some kind of arrangements with someone behind the scenes, okay? Don't forget, Venus is in your 12th house. To possibly help them in some way, or they help you. It's not like a very big deal, but it's a little bit of like a favor of some kind.